What's up, guys? Sam here. Welcome back to another video. The past 24 hours have been quite the whirlwind. I'm no longer in a relationship that I was in for a year and a half. My heart is kind of broken. And there's a new Apple event! Let's go! One of those things is more exciting than the rest. I just realized I also have my retainers on. Because that's where my head's at today, boys. All right, so the event is official. It came out at like 10 a.m. my time, or just after 8 a.m. Pacific Standard. It is not the iPhone 12 event. I've seen so many people online saying that this is where the iPhone 12 is going to be announced. No. The iPhone 12 is not coming here. Everyone has made it clear that that's coming in October. And like we knew from the get-go, the iPhone's not ready to ship in September. Apple's not going to announce it a month from when the first models come out. So this isn't the iPhone 12 event. What is the event actually for? Let's find out. Drop a like if you're excited, hit subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and start by breaking down the invitation, seeing if we can find anything else. Now, I do have an exclusive for you guys. If you zoom in really close, and I'm talking about at the microscopic level. My data analytics team and I did some research and discovered that Apple actually leaked everything. They have the first look at the Apple Watch Series 6. Now, it's very small. You do need an electron microscope to see this. All joking aside, the event is taking place on September 15th, and the invitation is pretty simplistic. If you go to Apple's website, this is all it says. It says, join us for the special event, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on September 5th. Which is a week from today. So a very short announcement to event. Gonna be a fun day next Tuesday. Now, looking a little bit closer at a slightly different invitation, however, Apple invited the media as well. It is online only, but theirs says something different. Theirs says time flies. Wonder why they would say that. Well, I've seen some conspiracies about controlled leaks, and that combined with the time flies tagline, well, according to Mark Gurman, who predicted that this event would be announced today, insanely good track record, upwards of 87 or 88% now, I think, says that we will be seeing a new Apple Watch and an iPad. But I think there's also going to be one or two other goodies as well. I'll get to that in just a second. So the Apple Watch, though, is not just going to be the Apple Watch Series 6. I know that's been the common consensus, but that one is going to be the blood oxygen monitoring, potentially coming in a midnight blue color. It likely will have better waterproofing, potentially upgraded buttons that are solid state, so they don't physically press. It's just haptic feedback like you have on like an iPhone SE or iPhone 8 home button. And then also a faster processor, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular. I mean, I don't think it's going to get 5G support, but maybe Apple goes crazy and throws 5G on the Apple Watch Series 6. Crazy theory, could have Touch ID, but we don't think that is coming until next year. So that is the flagship watch. I've talked about it a million times. You guys know what to expect, but I'm sure there'll be a couple of last-minute leaks. We do have some information about a lower-cost Apple Watch, what I have coined, and many others have called the Apple Watch SE, because if Apple calls the low-end iPhone the special edition, or basically the cheap edition, I could definitely see them applying that to a modified old version of the Apple Watch. And you might say, well, okay, the Series 3 is on the market right now. That's like the cheap $200 Apple Watch. What would Apple replace it with? Probably just the Series 4, right? According to Love to Dream, for this lower cost Apple Watch, they suggested it would be the Apple Watch Series 5, but without the ECG functionality. So it would literally just be last year's watch, placed at a lower price, and ECG would be missing. Now, if it was only ECG missing, then I'd be like, everyone just buy the Series 5 if it's going to be only $200 or $300. But I really do think the ECG is just going to be one of the features that's not present here. I don't think that Apple's just going to do that. I think something else like an always-on display or some other stuff, maybe the faster processor or something, isn't going to be present. I just can't see Apple doing that, because then the Series 5 and the Series 6 would already be so similar. But those are the two Apple Watch models, Series 6 and SE or whatever they end up calling it. Then we've got this new iPad Air, which is going to have an all-screen design and likely Touch ID in the power button. I know, why would Apple not put Face ID on this iPad? I've been coming up short. I don't actually know why Apple all of a sudden is like, yeah, after we put iPad Face ID there, we're going to actually revert back to Touch ID in the power button. But we have a leak of what this looks like, and this appears to be the final design. From what I'm hearing, it's going to be Touch ID in the power button. I don't know, it's like Face ID would make sense but I think it's going to be Touch ID for real. Inside is going to be an A14X processor, according to Love to Dream. I believe I read that in a tweet today. So it's going to be really speedy, and it's going to be a serious upgrade to the iPad Air. When Apple brought it back, it was kind of a minor update, but now it's like actually going to be really cool. In fact, makes me question it's going to be so good. What's the point of the iPad Pro if you're going to have this brand new, very similarly designed 10.8-inch iPad Air with Touch ID? We'll see, but that is the iPad. There's also going to potentially be a new iPad Pro. That was a rumor for a while with 5G and an A14X inside. We haven't really heard that much about it lately, so I would say that's like a very small chance. Really just expect the iPad Air. The Apple Watch and the iPad are 100% coming to this event. I'm telling you that now. Yes, John Prosser thought they were coming this week, but this event is where they're going to be announced. I also don't think that those would take up that much time. I'd give Apple 20 minutes on stage to talk about the Series 6, 15 to 20 to talk about the SE, and then for the iPad Air, probably another 15. That's barely an hour. Generally, Apple events go 2 hours. So one of two things is going to happen at this event. One, because it's pre-recorded, it's going to be super special, just like Apple's last event. They're just going to roll out an hour event. And that's going to be it. It's going to be simple. It's going to be straightforward. No surprises. And Apple, through these controlled leaks per se. All right, I want to pop in here while I'm editing and just explain what I mean when I say like a controlled leak. This is, I don't know, kind of a conspiracy theory, but also kind of not. Like, for example, as soon as it's announced, like a lot of people that are normally informed about Apple products, people that get sent them, like at The Verge, at Bloomberg, are like, hey, just expect an Apple Watch from what I'm hearing. And then somebody else is like, just expect an Apple Watch. And then another source that gets invited to Apple events is like, I wouldn't expect an iPhone at this event. Like that doesn't sound like speculation to me. That sounds like Apple, through a private email, said, hey, tell your followers not to expect the iPhone at this event and to, wait for what's coming. Second option is that there's going to be more than just the Apple Watch and the iPad. It's going to be a full 2-hour event. So we're going to see a full September event and a full event for the iPhone 12 and some other products in October. That means we could see AirTags at this event, the tile tracking device, a smaller version of the HomePod, about half the size, probably half the price, and I hope that it's Bluetooth enabled, a new Apple TV as well, and potentially Apple over-ear headphones. Those are also coming. The AirPods Studio, they've been leaked to oblivion. We just don't know when they're coming, but we even know the design. This is the design of AirPods Studio. We've seen this for months. So laying it all out there, I want to hear your thoughts about Apple's September event. Are you disappointed the iPhone's not coming? Again, don't expect it. It's not. It's not coming. I feel like there's been a lot of misinformation going around today. The iPhone is coming in October. That's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch all of you in my next one. September 15th event. Let's go!